Boondocks is one of my favorite shows of all time, and this guy is one of the reasons why. Despite him being a horrible person and saying the most out-of-pocket things, I can't help but watch compilations of him and laugh. But it does raise a question: why is Uncle Ruckus such a racist towards his own race? To the point that him realizing that he was actually black led him to attempt suicide. The answer to that is looking at his upbringing. Ruckus grew up in an abusive environment where all of the abuse was focused on him. He would get beat for the smallest offenses and was ultimately thrown out the house by his father. People who are abused as a child can develop low self-esteem, have an increased risk of drug abuse, and have a hard time forming and maintaining a relationship. Uncle Ruckus has all of these qualities. We see in episode 1 that he has a drinking problem. He lives alone and doesn't have any friends outside of maybe Robert and Tom, if you stretch the meaning of friendship. And he sees himself as a pebble compared to the white man, and hates himself for having darker skin. Most of these problems are amplified by him being an extreme racist, but the link between his hatred of black people and his childhood abuse comes from his mother. She would constantly tell him that he was being abused by his father because his father was jealous of Ruckus being white, and if he ever wanted success in life, he would have to worship the white man. This led to Uncle Ruckus using the fact that he was secretly white as a coping mechanism amidst all the trauma, and him developing a hatred of black people from his pent-up hatred of his father. Ruckus even admits this in season 3 after finally standing up to his father.
I hadn't realized before how much my hatred of the Negro came from my hatred of Mister. Maybe it was time to stop hating niggers for being black and start having sympathy for them for being hopelessly inferior to white folks.
Most of Ruckus's other problems comes from his devotion to the white man. In his mind, the white Christian is the highest state of being and everything else is essentially garbage in his eyes. This is why you see him constantly disrespecting other cultures, religions, and sexualities, but he is not obsessed with them as much as African Americans, due to it not being tied to his hatred of his father. So, am I defending any of Ruckus's actions? No. I just thought it would be interesting to look at why he is the way he is. Also, not that many people are doing Boondocks analysis, and I thought it would be fun to attempt to start more discussions about this great series. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing for more content, and have a great rest of your day.